Okay, YouTube land, welcome back to Get Your Shit Together with El Donzo. I'm El Donzo, and today we're going to do a follow-up to the video from the other night when we talked about how to keep your home defense shotgun loaded with one in the chamber in a safe manner and keep it ready to rock and roll. God forbid you need to use that to defend your home or keep your family safe or keep yourself safe. A couple things I wanted to touch on, kind of as a follow-up to that video. A friend of mine said something to me today. He says, you know, El Donzo, he says, you're talking about some stuff in there. He went over it really quick. He's like, ghost load. He goes, I've never even heard of ghost loading. And you know, it didn't dawn on me. I hadn't really heard of ghost load until 2 years ago. This was a thing. I'm kind of feel silly. I never heard of it, but I don't know how they came up with it, but they did. Maybe these shotguns were made to do that, but ghost loading, check it, make sure we're good to go. We're good to go. Once again, I don't care if God himself comes down and goes, the gun is not loaded. You say, thanks God for the advice, and you check it anyway. So ghost loading is basically, you pull the bolt back, load a round down into the lifter and push the lifter down, and then you slowly release the bolt and the round stays down in the lifter. So when you go to load the gun, you just go like that, and it takes that extra ghost loaded shell and puts it into the chamber. And then you still have your mag tube loaded. Looks a little something like this. Let's make sure she's on safe. I'm going to be using a live round here. Now, there's two ways you go about ghost loading. Either you pull the receiver back, or you pull the bolt back, and you ghost load your round and then close the bolt over it. Or, while your bolt's back, you load one round into the chamber, and then you ghost load the second round and then let the bolt go over it. So if you have you can hold 7 shells in the tube, and you've got, so it's a 7+1 capacity. Now you've got 7+1 plus your ghost load round that brings you up to, instead of 8, 9 rounds. So I'm going to show you what ghost load looks like. And this is kind of a pain in the butt to do it slow, but we're going to try it. You don't want to bring that bolt all the way back. There's like this sweet spot. Or you'll do that. You'll actually catch the round with the extractor. Let's see if we can do, there we go. See, there's a reason that I don't care to do this. And there's a reason that I advocate we don't do it. Because we have to do stuff like that. To me, it's kind of dangerous. Let's see if I can get it. Problem is, you have to get that bolt, just, especially on these, you have to get it up just a little bit so it clears the mechanism on the shell lifter, so when you slide it forward, it doesn't automatically want to kick a shell up. That's why I don't ghost load. I'm glad I could demonstrate that for you. So, and the other thing is, once you ghost loaded it, the only way to take that ghost loaded shell out of there is to cycle it. That's ghost loading. All right, anyway, moving on. One thing I want to touch on, I just jacked that shell out of there. A lot of people will say stuff like, you know, you just load up birdshot in your shotgun, or I put the first round in there to scare off somebody, or maybe just wound them and give them a chance. No, don't give them a chance. That's all you're going to do is wound them. You're probably just going to piss them off. If they're there for business, they want to take care of you, don't shoot them with birdshot. Double up buck, that's what I carry, that's what all the pros carry. Anybody that knows anything about shotguns loads up a double up buck. Birdshot does not have the penetration, nor does it have the power to stop a threat. Now, I don't know, you know, if you're 4 inches away from the guy, yeah, maybe you're going to get some penetration on him, maybe you're going to knock him down. There's too many maybes in that. If somebody's breaking into your house to do you or your family harm, drop them. These things have a spread of about, well, I don't know, what is it, 15 yards, like a dinner plate, maybe bigger than that. And if you're any closer than that, you're going to put a really big gaping cavity in the person you're shooting with this. These are man stoppers. No doubt about it, man stoppers. They are devastating rounds. So please, give yourself the best footing possible. If you ever have to use your home defense shotgun, stick with double aught buck. You can buy the cheap stuff like I buy, or Fiocchi makes good rounds, Federal, Winchester. I buy the military grade. Another thing along with that is, like I said, people say you don't even have to aim a shotgun. You just get it in the general direction and spray it. That's more fuddle-lore. Aim a shotgun. All shotguns usually have beads on them. I'm rocking a Hollow Sun 507C. For slugs, I can get out to about 80, 90 yards with this thing. You don't need to have a red dot on your shotgun, especially on your home defense shotgun. Just rock the beads if you want to, but you want to put the bead on what you're planning on hitting. That's another misconception. You don't need to aim a shotgun. Yeah, you do. You need to give yourself every fighting chance. Don't get in the general vicinity. Go out there and actually try to hit center mass on if somebody's attacking you. And by the way, if you get a home defense shotgun, know it intimately. Go out and shoot it. Put 100, 200, 300 rounds through it. Get used to working that. So when you're under duress, you know exactly how this thing functions. Whether it's a semi-auto or an auto loader like this one, or it's a pump action, or it's a bolt action. So we covered ghost loading. Everybody knows what that is. You see why I don't really like to do it. We also talked about double-aught buck and versus bird, bird shot, I think versus slug too. That was the other thing I wanted to bring up. People load slugs in their home defense shotguns. Do what you want to do. Slug's devastating, but the travel of a slug is far greater than double-aught buck. I'm not opposed to keeping some slugs on hand if you got a shotgun card like this one. Speaking of shotgun cards, this is the S-Tac shotgun card. The hook and loop Velcro is really good on it. The retention is really good on the shells. These are a little more expensive. They're about 14 bucks. This holds 7 shells. If you get the cheap Amazon stuff, you're getting what you pay for. The Chinesium, the shells fall out every time you shoot it. Hell, just walking through the house, the shells fall out of it. So S-Tac, like I said, good quality. If you're going to put something on your gun, trust your life with it. Get the good stuff. I run 2. I run a 7-rounder up on the receiver and a 7-rounder on the buttstock. And you just peel it off, and you can put new ones on there. Keep some on your plate carrier, keep it in your nightstand. You know, it's keep it under the pillow at night, so when you're making love, you can feel shot shells. I don't know, whatever gets your jollies off, do it. You got to have fun with this stuff. So one more thing I put on my home defense shotgun is the Olight Odin weapons mounted light. Let's see how bright she is. Holy shit, that's like walking on the sun. I do like this, the Olights. There's detractors out there. I like the Olights though. I own 3 of them. They work really well. They're easy to charge. If you want to take this off the gun and charge it, the first step is you just disconnect the pressure switch cable. It snaps on there. It's magnetic. And the charger actually snaps onto the back, and you charge it up, put it back on there, and you're ready to rock and roll. And the snap block's on as well. So, I don't know if we talked about the sling or not. This was a big point last night in my video, which was, effectively, safely keeping around in the chamber of your home defense shotgun. This is a Magpul sling, and I use QD mounts to keep it in place. QD mounts are really nice because it's quick disconnect. That's what QD means, or quick detach, interchangeable. Take them off if you want to clean the gun. And they're secure, but you got to buy good ones. Just like I said with the S-Tac shot shell cards, you want to buy quality QD points and QD mounts. Sometimes you get the cheap ones, they don't work. That's why I did the gun shake thing. My buddy Sam goes, "Oh, that's really good shaking a shotgun." Well, you know what? It's not as bad as any P320 somebody's carrying right now, which is a whole nother video on the P320. But I wanted to show everybody, this is what you got to do. When you get your gear, you want to check it, you want to make sure it works good. So what else did we not cover here? I think we got everything except 2 items. Now, these are subjective. You don't have to have them. Like I said, I wouldn't tell anybody to go out and buy anything extravagant. You don't even have to have a semi-auto shotgun. A pump action is going to be good enough, or a bolt action. I'd probably say pump action. But all this stuff can be put on any shotgun. Even if you get a Maverick 88 pump action shotgun, which is a fine gun, which is owned by Mossberg, Maverick is. They make budget shotguns, but they are good shotguns. Even if you have a Maverick 88, you can put most of this stuff on it. What I did add to my shotgun was a Langdon tactical heat shield. And I wasn't a heat shield guy until I ran about 60 rounds through this and put my thumb on top of the barrel and went, ah, son of a bitch, I gotta get a heat shield. So that's why I got a heat shield. And last but not least, Limb Saver butt pad. This absorbs a lot of recoil. Now we are dealing with a semi-auto shotgun, which is gas operated. So that probably, I'd say, shaves at least a third of the recoil off what a pump action would be. So I've got about 200 rounds through this gun, cleaned it twice. That's the other thing. If you're gonna get into guns and you're gonna trust something with your life, know how to clean it, keep it clean, know how to take care of it, know how to store it, know how to keep it ready if you're gonna, have it by your bedside. Don't just put a flashlight on there and leave it there for a year. Check your flashlight, make sure it functions, run functions checks on everything. Check your QD mounts, check your slings, the whole 9 yards. If you're gonna trust your life to something, you might as well know it intimately and take care of it, because one day, God forbid, it may have to take care of you. And like I said, on the back, I run these S-Tac shot shell cards. You can get them on Amazon. Like I said, I've got a 7-rounder and a 7-rounder. If you can carry it with you, carry it with you. The light, the shot shell cards, all this stuff kind of comes down to, if you have to grab this in the middle of the night, you want everything that you could possibly need, or as much as possible, to be on that shotgun. You look pretty stupid trying to aim a shotgun with one hand and hold a flashlight with the other. So this isn't tactical. Get with the times. We've got this technology, we've got these great things. Throw this stuff on there because it all serves a purpose. The sling itself, I see a lot of people with shotguns don't run slings on them. Keep the sling on your shotgun. I have this set up in the sense to where when I let the shotgun hang, it hangs straight out at my side, or I can can it and have it straight up and down under my arm. A lot of people run their slings here and here, so when they let their gun hang, it rolls over naturally so they can load it. I prefer this. It's all in what's comfortable for you. As long as you've got something where if you take your hands off your gun, you can still have control of your gun. If you get into an altercation with somebody, you don't know what's going to happen. They may get close to you. This is going to make it a lot more difficult for them to take your firearm off of you. So there's a lot of benefits to having a sling on it. So I'm El Donzo. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope this was helpful. Go ahead and comment. Go ahead and share it. And please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll keep making videos like this. And until next time, this is Donzo out.